Today marks 5 years since one of the deadliest days in the 20-year U.S. war in Afghanistan. And amid ceremonies honoring the 13 American service members killed in the Abbey Gate bombing, the Pentagon now claims to have uncovered classified documents related to that suicide attack.
Recently, my team recovered highly relevant classified documents, material that should have been disclosed, stashed, and hidden away in safes where they would not be found. And after the team reviewed these documents, it became clear why someone tried to hide them.
So the Pentagon has not revealed the contents of the documents, saying it does not want to be rushed into their release. Their existence comes amid the Pentagon's latest review of the bombing and the withdrawal from Afghanistan. President Trump has repeatedly blamed the Biden administration for the attack and the chaotic exit. The former president and others have pushed back, saying they were hamstrung by a deal signed with the Taliban during the first Trump administration in 2020. Senior congressional correspondent Joe Khalil is live at the Marine Corps barracks in Washington. Joe, you've spoken with the families of some of those killed that day. What are they telling you today?
Yeah, I've been in touch with them today. I've been in touch with them over the last couple of years, actually. And for them, this is the 5-year mark. But that 5 number is really sort of arbitrary. 5 years, 10 years, 1 year. It doesn't really make the hurt of losing your loved one in this way any easier. So a lot of them today are honoring the memories of their loved ones. Some have come to Arlington National Cemetery, not far from here, and they're spending the day there at the grave sites of their loved ones. Others are back in their home states, and in some cases actually have ceremonies back in their home states honoring the fallen. Again, these are the 13 service members killed, 11 of them Marines, 1 Army, 1 Navy. And for those who don't remember, this was the chaotic situation in Afghanistan just outside the Kabul airport when a suicide bomber detonated an explosive that ended up killing all 13 of those American service members, injuring dozens more. Also, more than 160 Afghan civilians were killed in that attack as well. And this was all in those final fateful days when the military was leaving Afghanistan after 20 years of war. So today, at 3:30 at the Pentagon, Secretary Hegseth and several others are presiding over a ceremony that is actually going to honor some of the Marines who were there on that day, upgrading their Valor Awards. And we anticipate that later on this afternoon at the Pentagon.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.